Welcome back to Refrain Chord. So, let's do some more location shaping.
Honestly.
And we unlocked a new dungeon.
The Hidden Village 2.
The location shaping thing would be a lot more fun if it turned out we could just blow up all the places.
And by the way, by quote unquote dungeon, they mean an extra battle that you can do. There's no actual dungeons in this game, so that term is kind of a lie. So, what do you mean a new dungeon game? You don't have dungeons. Like,
well, you see, they were called dungeons in the previous game, so we have to call them that still to maintain continuity.
Are we really getting so cheap that a battle is now considered a dungeon? Like,
yes. Yes, we are. Now go dungeon exploring, puppets.
I mean, if it was a case like a multi-stage fight, as in multiple fights in one, they could be the same way the Final Fantasy Tactics games treated dungeons, because, you know, it kind of works the same way, like three, 4-parters, you know. But apparently, you know, it's all these are just always a single fight.
Yeah.
On the one hand, it does help the game go by quicker since we don't go through stretched out dungeons. On the other hand, it also exposes just how cheap it is. Like,
again, here's an idea. In order for gaming,
I'm gonna start skipping some of these battles. Otherwise, I'll die of old age before this game is over.
Sure.
So
again, Jova, the ideal thing will be in order to make the battles like these easier. Hold on.
It looks like we beat them all. But in case you forgot, remember.
What are we doing in there?
I wish.
You wish, Dwibs.
Looks like a donut.
Man, I worked my ass off today. Like 10 years worth of ass off.
Okay.
That's quite an exaggeration. But you did work rather hard, I suppose. Well done, everyone. I'm sure the townspeople will feel a lot safer now. Yeah, the dead townspeople by the look of that town. I sure hope they can get back on their feet.
Don't worry, Galdo kids. The villagers are there. It's just that the budget doesn't allow us to draw them on the background.
So basically, the party operated like the average Team America run.
No, remember, this is started in that character episode where Galdo was worried about the village of
yeah.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I'm starting to agree with you.
Now let's get home and eat.
Hell yeah!
You know, at the very least, so far we had not the stupid joke about piecing together and crossing the streams.
No.
I mean, again,
Fang's metabolism must be really high to
maybe
be
maybe it's an intestinal parasite.
Since you've seen most of OG Dragon Ball Dubs, you remember this. It's typical shonen protagonist thing where they like to do this joke of the protagonist, being a big eater and shit like that. Because thing is, again, that kind of joke works better when you can actually animate that shit. Oh, I got it. That big potato cart must be back. Hey, Aaron, potatoes, stat.
Again, to be fair.
Why should I go? Besides, I don't think it's a food cart Galdo's all round up about.
What is it, Galdo? Incoming enemies? Is Timmy stuck in the well?
No.
No, but it's still a big deal. Everyone, take a look at this article.
We can't animate those enemies, so there are no enemies incoming.
Let's see here. From the Dorfa Tourism Department, Hot Spring Bus Tours now accepting reservations?
No, not that one. This one.
Oh, damn it, Harley.
This is less an article and more of a blurb. Let's see here. It seems that giant beetles have been found in the forest near the Ray=A=Mimas ruins, and they command a high price.
Why is that such a big
It's like
deal?
in Final Fantasy VIII where we have giant caterpillars.
Why would it not be a big deal? They had me at giant beetles, and we can sell them for a ton of money.
No matter how old boys get, they never get tired of collecting bugs. Don't gotta tell me twice, Galdo. Guys catching bugs? What's better than that?
Oh, yeah.
Eating. That's
Hey,
that's
guys.
your give it.
Hey,
It's
guys,
not
I got
just for guys, right? I like collecting beetles too, you know.
Even though I never actually
Fair
do
enough.
it. Guys and gals catching bugs. What's better than that?
Sorry, I'm a guy, but bugs don't interest me in the slightest.
Insects have very efficient bodies. They have much to teach us about mechanical designs. You could say I'm a bug fan.
God,
Oh
and
my
we
God,
don't
he
have
made the-
no, and
He
we
made
don't
the
have
Volkswagen Beetle.
I'm a
God,
little
and we
curious.
don't have Noe with us. This would have been a perfect skit for him.
Fine, almost everybody catching bugs. What's better than that?
Actually, yeah, why didn't they save the skit until we have Noe in our party?
Did you even hear yourself talk?
We could get rich doing something we love. Now that's something I've gotta get in on.
I gotta get in there.
That's what I'm talking about, Fang. Let's go do some bug hunting.
And make a ton of money.
Side
Sweet.
quest time, I guess.
Hey, don't just decide this stuff for us.
Sorry, Aaron.
You don't expect us all to help out with this, do you?
That is true. Tiara is actually afraid of bugs.
Come on, it's good to try new things every once in a while, right? I bet you'll have more fun than you think.
It seems we don't have much of a choice. With Fang and the others this excited, we'll just have to go along with them.
Not really.
Sportive,
Not
sportive enough to go through.
I guess, but...
Also, honestly, Pedro, again, compared to 8, this makes more sense for a world to have still, random giants insect. Sure, the world of 8 has the excuse of, the lunar cry makes random monsters plop down on Earth, but because the world is a more quote-unquote realistic look, it feels a bit contrasting, supposedly, the idea of having suddenly a giant monster.
I mean, as realistic as a world with time traveling source.
actually, I want to mention something.
I'm talking about aesthetic.
Hold on, I want to mention something. Notice this track too. You might remember this track as the track of the Soul Plains dungeon from the first game, right? And yet, it's being used as the battle theme for the... Okay, you have... There were battle themes in the first game. Why can't you just reuse those? Why do you have to just... That calm theme doesn't fit a battle at all.
I could not listen that much.
I couldn't get a clear listen to it. It sounded like they had remixed it to be more battle.
Not to mention, I guess it was, an excuse to have in order to recycle, from the first game in order to not let it go to waste.
Also, that battle counts as bug hunting, I guess.
Waves.
That was one heck. Oh, I'm not Galdo.
Yeah.
No, Harley was on the screen.
Indeed, it would be interesting to further investigate this area.
Don't you see how cool it is? Here, take a closer look.
Yeah, you're still behind, Waves.
You're really into this stuff?
May I see? Wow, that's more amazing than I imagined.
I understand that it's rare, but still, I can't believe that anyone would actually pay money for this.
To each their own, I guess.
Let's get back to town and sell it right away.
To be fair, beetle shells are actually pretty, good to look at.
I wish
times.
I was playing Yokai Watch right now.
Do get-rich-quick schemes ever work, though?
Sometimes they do, surprisingly.
Ask Eder and Eddie, I suppose.
Eh.
And so, in the highest of spirits, Galdykins and Fang... Why is Marissa narrating now all of a sudden?
It's a narration joke you see in anime.
But there
Well,
they
see what
found
this
that
is
many
going
people
for.
had read the same article as a result of Beetles. With the Beetles' value plummeting to 0, the boys couldn't find a single buyer. Who that even named you narrator, Marissa? Like... No!
I get it. The stock
Fair
stock
enough.
plummeted on Beetles. Okay, that's a fair
I
enough.
get what they were trying to do. It was a bit clunky, but I get it.
Again, I think that's the best way to describe the skits in this plot. They technically do work in what they're trying to do, but they just get like the bare minimum instead of like ever excelling at their jokes.
Well, I guess those weren't bandits after all.
No foes of ours, at least.
I just hope those children learn from this. If they quit pretending to be ruffians, they can still get on the right track.
Ruffians.
Thank you for all your cooperation. Goods and provisions can safely enter the city again.
Alright, we did it. Now I believe there's a free lifetime supply of everything with my name on it.
Oh, whatever do you mean?
You said so yourself. If we got rid of the bandits, we'd get a lifetime supply of everything.
Sorry. I'm afraid you misunderstood. It's a lifetime supply, yes, but certainly not a lifetime supply of everything.
Wait, then what is the supply of?
All the rice you can eat.
Free rice? That's it? What about, like, meat and stuff?
You'll have to pay for side dishes, of course.
Of course.
What? What the hell's the point of rice without any stuff on the side? My, not to mention all the empty carbohydrates.
Congratulations, Fang! Free rice for life is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh man, did she play you or what?
I knew it was too good to be true.
But I fell for it.
Not a sore loser.
It's a shame, Fang. You really should come into some European country. We know how to use rice well.
Alright, yeah, we yet another character that got unlocked from us completing that. The Golden Fury.
Okay. I'll say this. I'd rather we have these skits than not. It's good what they're doing. I just wish they did more.
Have you all heard the strange rumors coming from the Rodok Black
Strange
France?
rumors, huh? Didn't take you for the type.
It's a rude
Wow.
dog, Joe. Go ahead.
Lola gave me the information free of charge. Oddly enough, she said she didn't feel right charging for something so uncertain.
Lola gave you something for free? Could there be a bigger, redder flag?
Not really.
That's a fair point.
Depends.
Point well taken. Honestly, when I first heard it, I didn't believe it myself.
Well, now you gotta tell us. What's the rumor?
Yes. What is it, Tiara?
Apparently, when an iron sword is thrown into the blast furnace, a woman appears from inside to question the thrower.
So, a parody
Oh,
of
that-
the Lady of the Lake.
The parody of the Lady of the Lake fairy
Wait,
tale.
an
Yeah.
iron sword? It might have been a fury.
Sounds like an armor. Sorry.
I've heard of a story like that before. Only in the version I heard, if you answer a question right, you earn a fury.
How are you supposed to know the answer?
You just go with your instincts.
There's
I don't know.
actually.
You follow your heart.
Lola herself didn't seem to know. I suppose that's why she didn't charge. It may not well be worth pursuing, though.
Right. Well,
Right.
where there's smokes, there's usually fire. Stories that strange don't just spreading around for nothing.
Huh. Now there's a surprise. You believe it yourself, Bows?
Nah, but it's not really about believing or not. There's gotta be some shred of truth to it, right?
You know, I find it.
Believe.
I find it ironic that the fairies don't believe in fairy tales. Let me repeat: the fairies don't
believe in fairy tale. It's like in Kazam, where the genie doesn't.
Arbitrary skepticism, FTW, as usual.
Yeah. There's
This
actually.
is me. Go on.
This actually reminded me of something. There's a bonus chapter in the 100 Girlfriends manga that's called Rentero's Fairy Tale Land, where all the girls are. It's basically a gigantic parody of various fairy tales. There's one where the parodies the Lady of the Lake fairy tale as well, where the woodcutter drops his axe into the lake, and she goes, "Did you drop this platinum axe? Or this diamond axe?" And he goes, "What is this, Minecraft?" Having answered honestly, the woodcutter received all 3 axes. Another woodcutter learned of this and dropped his own axe into the lake. I dropped the diamond axe.
Also,
Sure.
that's not technically based around the Lady of the Lake in Return Cycle, Pedro. It's the tale of, the Lucky Woodsman. It's a Japanese one.
Sure. I get that.
The first Project Cross Zone referenced that.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Hey, Blast Furnace lady, come out.
Perhaps it was only a story after all in this mystical, magical world where every other legend we've heard
Hey,
turns out to be
look at
true.
that.
Oh well, would you look at that?
I don't know, the last time we were in a place like this, the entire thing started to crumble.
There she is! The lady of the furnace!
She, can't be human, right?
Well, considering humans can survive in fucking lava, I'm assuming not.
Tell me truly, Was it an iron sword you threw? Or a fury?
A fury.
You sure wasted no time in answering. Didn't you consider it might be a trap?
Well, not for...
A fury, you say?
Yep, totally a fury. Now hurry up and pass it back.
Come and claim it by force.
I mean, sure, might as well test the
Looks
owner.
like our lady's transformed into a monster. Or I guess our monster's no longer transformed into a lady.
Fang, this is what you get.
What?
We got your total lack of thought to thank for this.
Oh, come on. You know we would have ended up finding her anyway. Now stop lecturing and help me get the fury. Yeah.
I mean,
Shut
you're
up,
not
you...
with Fang on this one.
Shut up, you whiny
Good.
bitch.
Yada, that's it. Where are you, kid? A common face?
A what?
I mean, Fang legit has a point. This is how we usually do. Oh shoot, we didn't get to see what the monster looked like.
No, Joe, but that's the thing. The monsters that we fight in this battle have nothing to... are just typical monsters in this... they're not... they didn't create a special monster for this battle.
Wait.
Okay, and look at that. The side quest just ends. I'm not kidding. There's no cutscene conclusion to that. I'm not shitting you. I swear to you. I didn't edit this.
Do we get an epilogue skit in the inn?
No, we don't. You might notice that there's no yellow exclamation mark above the village just now. All right, back to the main plot then.
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Did Glass also show up during that fight with the lady in the furnace?
No, we're done.
No. I mean,
The shadow clone that she does for every other fight.
Oh, yes.
I get the idea,
Wow.
Joe, but it's because of it's for a game balance, because in order to contrast Fleur's area of effect.
Yeah.
So the enemy side has an equivalent to
Let
that.
me put it in the simplest way I can. There's no special lady of the furnace monster they made for that battle. It's just generic lava monsters that you find in any other battles in the volcano areas. And right after we finish that, that's it. I'm sorry, I didn't edit that. Trust me, I swear, I didn't edit that. There's no conclude. It's like they forgot to conclude this fucking side quest. Anyway, back to this.
well, we defeated the monsters.
What happened? Did you run out of money and you had to cut one cutscene off, and that one was the one that drew the shortest straw? Like,
Hey, what the heck is that? Look, everyone. The sky is glowing, and
We're looking at the ceiling.
what a beautiful sight.
Are all those floating things furies?
Why not
Wait,
just?
hang on. Take a closer look. They sure look like furies, but
I know you can't see them, but trust me, they're there. Oh, there's some kind of glowing sticks. Glowing sticks? They just look like spheres from far away.
You see, guys, the sky is just disguised as the cave
Seriously?
ceiling.
Oh, I got a good look. You're right.
Like, I mean, look. Cheap or not, it doesn't cost that much to just change the background.
apparently, I've never seen them in person before.
Solar pillars? Just what the heck are those?
Pillars that are solar.
They're a very rare natural phenomenon. They only occur when certain conditions are met. Yes, in a cave where light cannot be shown, we have solar pillars. Specifically, solar pillars only appear once a year, but they seem to be appearing more frequently this year for some
I
reason.
get the idea it might have been a case where there was, the section of the cave where there's a hole in the ceiling, and it's because of that. But again, because we are stuck with the same background, it's not conveyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still rare enough
Just
that I
have
kn-
them move to an outdoor area. You'd better convey that better.
It's unfortunate they aren't furies, but we're still lucky to see something so beautiful.
Yeah, I sure would like to see it too.
Maybe some kind of reward from the goddess for all hard work?
I love it. I love it when the characters talk about beautiful things that only they get to see. It's like,
Again, I think it should be a thing more about being properly descriptive. Like there is a good job there, but like I said, back when text adventures did the jobs, in describing the ambient with literally nothing going on.
It is a good point that Tia raises in that regard, because for as much as I joke. Again, like, games as old as...
In the words of Ryan Reynolds, or maybe that's just bad writing.
Yep.
That too. Yeah. I mean, look.
That's just lazy writing.
Yeah,
I'm definitely seeing what Pedro means, though. Like, yeah, technically the skits as a whole aren't as annoying as the skits in the original games could get. The problem is they don't have the highs that the original games could have either. We really are stuck in a weird middle ground of it's just okay. Still has stupid writing here and there, though, but it is really just okay.
The game completely lacks teeth, creativity, and a spine.
You'll jinx the mission. We're not leaving without a fairy to take my place.
Yeah, remember, this is her trying to find the supposed rare fairy so that Ollie doesn't molest her anymore.
I understand how you feel.
Did anyone else see something over there?
Over there.
Over
I
there.
did something fairy-ish. Let's go get it.
How do you? What do you mean?
Something
What do you mean something
fairy.
fairy-ish? If we establish
Fairy
a
is
fairy,
very desperate.
fairies can look like anything, Aaron. How can something like anything is fairy-ish?
Wait, be careful. Yeah, true. Like, for all I know, a fairy could be my car keys.
It's kind of like how in Monster Hunter, as Jay told us in the movie commentary, the higher tier monsters are called Elder Dragons, but they can include also stuff like a mammoth, for example.
Rats. I thought it was a fairy, but it disappeared into the ground.
I'd say what we thought was a fairy was actually a decoy controlled by the monster. It lures people close so it can attack.
Of course. You're saying it's a trap?
It's a trap!
Unforgivable. That monster exploits people's love for fairies. It got my hopes up only to crush them. We can't let it live.
It must
Ruined
die.
my dreams of being a predator!
I'm not exactly sure that's the right thing to be upset about here, but let's go with it.
Again, why am I so connected to this bitch?
My substance.
Well, because I guess because she shares your name, Harley.
Oh, look at that beautiful shot of the rocks.
Well, he's hiding Harley behind it, so why not?
We had something similar before with Galdo.
Here I'd hoped that rumor of a rare fairy would get
Oh,
Harley's
no.
attention away from me, but it was just a stinking monster. I'm as heartbroken as you, Aaron, but it'll be okay, as long as you're here to heal my broken heart.
No!
Wait!
Run, Aaron!
The deal was that I'd stop if we caught the fairy, remember? And we didn't. So come on, keep your end of the bargain.
Again, if this was a man...
No!
Dun,
You
dun,
know,
dun, dun,
again...
dun, dun, dun.
So we're just going to assume that Erin was raped. Great job.
You know, again, if Harley were a man in an anime, she'd have been beaten up 6 ways to Sunday for this at
Yeah.
some point. Like, and you know, even some animes are now wising up to that, and telling off pervert girls for that stuff. Why can't Fairy Fencer F? Fairy Fencer F. You want to be so subversive in your comedy? Why not have Harley properly get bonked for what she's doing? That would certainly,
And I forgot if I ever said that in the first game, but it's also a waste of a good character design. And no, I'm not talking about the fan
Like,
service. Sure, it helps,
no,
but
I agree.
generally as a whole, I like Harley's character design, but why it needs to be wasted on such a garbage personality?
Yeah.
I agree. Like, okay, look, when Pedro first showed me Harley's design, I thought, oh, she looks pretty cool or whatnot. But man, the actual character is. Ugh.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, granted, I think you can say that for a lot of Fairy Fencer F's character designs. Like, for as problematic as the characters themselves are, the designs are pretty cool looking from the get-go.
No, that's
Except for Pippin, I still don't really know what it is.
Just to finish my point, on the 100 Girlfriends parody of that fairy tale, there's another woodcutter that hears about it and he throws his own axe into I dropped that diamond axe. Sure you did. The woodcutter attacked her with another axe he had hidden on himself.
Yeah.
But remember, Jova, the joke later is that this is actually meant to be girlfriend number 6, playing the role of the lady. So Renta Romeo, as he's called in this version of the fairy tale, comes in and kills the woodcutter. But no, I think in that case, Joe, I think you're right, because 100 Girlfriends does a good job calling out predatory female characters, like. For example, there's one particular chapter that involves something like that, where a character literally says, "Wait, aren't there like possible ethical concerns we should be worried about?" And as you, without to give you a bit of context, this is the last. She's the last person that should be, and even the game even calls her out that you're the last goddamn person I want to hear that from. But no, there are manga/anime writers that. Fortunately, I've wisened up to that kind of stuff. Like, good. It's like Compile Heart still lives in the fucking early 2000s. Seriously, it's just like, it's. Anyway, everybody, in the next part, we'll hopefully, if I remember correctly, go back to the main plot. So, see you then.
See ya.
Yeah.